All right, cool. All right, so we got some new gear to play with. Like I said, I have this Divevolk housing, which is really something. We, came from the boot show in Germany, and I was talking to our friends from China, and that would be Kay and Lewis, and they were nice enough to give me one of these housings to use this week. And I got to tell you, it's very unique because it's a universal housing for your cell phone, but you're also able to, use any cell phone. It's universal in that sense. But the thing that's truly unique about it has this membrane system on the back, or squishy back as I like to call it, that allows you to access all the controls on your cell phone, which is truly unique compared to any other housing for a cell phone that I've ever seen. And they evidently have the patent on this for the world. And so far, it has done what it's supposed to do, which is allow me to access my iPhone camera, and I've got some great footage. Now, I don't have a $5,000 phone like Lois does with this new, what brand of camera?
It's Naughty Cam.
Yeah, that's the housing, but the camera you have is a what?
The camera is the new Nikon Z6.
Right, okay, so I don't have one of those, but, I also didn't spend, $5,000 or more on the camera.
10.
What? 10? 10 grand. Okay. Lois is a professional photographer. I'm like a photographer in training as a beginner, and using your cell phone underwater and taking advantage of that, just playing around and then posting up stuff on social media is what probably 90% of what divers do. And leave the great stuff, to folks like Lois, where she can get the professional shots for magazines and stuff like that. But this housing is pretty spectacular on the level that you can use this thing underwater. But then, if you got in a pinch, you can literally come to the surface and call, say, "Hey, honey, I'm drowning." Call your wife back home and tell them, because if you have cell service at the service, you can do that. Now she won't be able to help you, but maybe you get the captain's cell phone or something. I don't know what.
You can film your demise and then email it to her.
Yeah, or just send her a voicemail. Right. Here's my last will and testament, just so you know. And you send it off, and then you croak. No, I mean, the thing is, it actually is kind of unique in the sense that you actually have another emergency response, option to you if you ever were to get in a jam with this thing. And you can listen to music underwater with this as well. So it does everything your cell phone does topside underwater. So just take that advantage, and some people that may be a minus, but I look at it as a win, because using your pictures and being able to share them on social media, not having to download them to a computer first and all that kind of stuff, is a bit of a game changer. So that's the Divevolk housing. Check it out, divevolk.com. Available on Amazon, by the way. And you're going to see some of those pictures and videos that I took that have already gotten some pretty good reviews from the other passengers on board from the Maldives at ScubaRadio.com. All right, so we got that. I got my...